Hey guys, Fatal Error here. Today I'm going to be showing you Planetside 2, my new favorite free-to-play MMO. Just came out about a week ago by Sony Online Entertainment. Of course, I talked about it more on Single Shot's podcast, but here I'm going to show you a little more in-depth gameplay. I'm not going to show character creation because it's not all that in-depth. You pretty much choose whether you're a male or a female, or a black guy or a white guy. You choose between the three factions, the Vanu, whatever, the Terran Republic or whatever, and then the new conglomerate. And as you can see here, it shows the server population. So right now the Vanu have the least, of 31% of the population is them. 32% is the Terrans, and 37% are my team. And it balances it out here since the Vanu are the least number of people on the server. They, I guess, get a 3% bonus to experience and resources. The Terrans get plus 1%, and of course the new conglomerate is outnumbering everyone, so they don't get any bonuses. So I'm gonna go ahead and click play here. Get into game. Now there are three consistent, or I should say persistent, continents. I don't know their names. The main one that everyone seems to play in is Indar, which is this sort of deserty canyon place. As soon as it loads here, I'll show you the map. Come on, load faster. I don't know if the music is really loud. It's pretty loud for me right now. I couldn't turn it down. It's got a little bit of a load time. Of course, it's perfectly understandable considering the size of these maps. But once you're in game, warping to different continents, rather, it's pretty quick. And of course, the initial loading is it's a little jumpy. There we go. Okay, so it looks like I'm at the warp gate, which I mentioned in the podcast. This is sort of the new gathering area. Let me see if I can turn this sound down. Holy cow. Okay, that should do fine. Okay, so anyway, this is the sort of starting area. This is where it's not a conquerable area, and it's protected by this ginormous shield, so nothing can attack us here. These are all the equipment terminals. So here you can buy your ground vehicles. You have the Flash, the little four-wheeler thing, the Sunderer, which is a ground transport, and you can upgrade it to turn it into a mobile spawn point. The Lightning, which every faction can use. It's just a single pilot tank, really fast with a high rate of fire. Then the Vanguard, which is the tank of of my particular faction, which is it's a heavier tank, which you can have the main pilot who uses the gun, and then you have a secondary person who can use the top gun. I'll go into vehicles more in a little bit. See, this is the Galaxy class carrier, the air transport, which they like to stop here and pick up people who spawn for pickup, and they'll go out and take them to the battlefield wherever they're needed. Which, speaking of, let's look at the map. So this is the map here, and it looks like my team, the new conglomerate, are blue, the Vanu are purple, and the Terrans are red. Usually the Terrans are winning most of the time. Everybody likes to be them. But it looks like in this particular day, we are winning. You can see, all your resources, and you can change your filters to show different things. And see, from the map straight away, wherever their main battles are going on, For example, it looks like we're defending the Paris Amp Station, and we're currently attacking the Alatum Biolab. So I can instantly deploy to those locations instead of having to, walk there from here or grab a vehicle and drive or fly all the way there. So let's take a look here. Every vehicle, you have these certs, which right here you can see these are certification points which you gain as you level up. And you can go to certs, and this is for every vehicle, has these different systems and different weapons that you can add and upgrade. So for example here, I did not know this. Apparently you can add weapons to the Flash. I wonder how that works. But then you can unlock the weapon here. Then you can unlock, looks like maximum ammo capacity. You can upgrade the optics. These upgrade just the basic zoom, and then you can upgrade the type of zoom to either infrared or thermal. And then you can increase your magazine size and your reload speed. And that's for pretty much every weapon. And then most vehicles have these, so you can increase maneuverability, your speed, and your armor. Your defenses, usually everything has these nanite auto repair systems, which will automatically repair. Vehicle stealth, which doesn't cloak. It only prevents your vehicle from being locked onto by rockets and things. It takes a little longer to lock on. And it also hides you from other people's proximity radars. And then most vehicles also have the mine guard, which protects you from mines that engineers can lay down. Then the utility slots, you've got infrared smoke, which creates a smoke screen around your vehicle. Scout radar, which shows things on your radar as you're going around. Now the turbo I think is unique to the Flash, which obviously is just a turbo boost. And then you've got fire suppression system, which I think just suppresses fire whenever you're, damaged. And then everything has this acquisition timer upgrade, which whenever you spawn a vehicle, it takes, I think, like 10 minutes. The default countdown time is 10 minutes to spawn it again if you lose it or die or whatever. So upgrading this allows it to decrease that timer, and eventually it goes up to, oh wow, no timer. Not every vehicle can be upgraded to that. I think most vehicles get upgraded to where it reduces the countdown by 9 minutes. So there's that. And then of course there are classes. You've got the Infiltrator, the Light Assault, the Combat Medic, the Engineer, the Heavy Assault, and the Max. The Infiltrator to the Heavy Assault, all of these classes have, a shield, their own personal shield and health, whereas the Max is this heavy armor dude who doesn't have a personal shield, but his armor can be repaired by the Engineer repair tool. And then you can have different loadouts, kind of Call of Duty style, I guess. And here you can change your primary weapon, secondary weapon, and tools, and then your little dealios here. And then you can change your appearance. You'll get decals and things like that here. Let's see. I think now one problem with this UI is whenever you go into these areas like this, if I wanted to go in here and change this and go into here, looks like there's a previous button and stuff like that. Looks like for that. Maybe they added that, because I'll take a look here. But anyway, so the Engineer also, as a class, has all these upgrades and things you can do. And these are all the weapons for the primary slot that you can unlock. Let's go look at the vehicles again, because there's a little problem I found. Like, for example, if I go to certs and I'm in here, yeah, looks like they added the previous button. Maybe I just missed it before. I did not know that was there. All right, so as you can see here, the Vanguard, the heavy tank of my faction, I've upgraded a little bit. So I have infrared, the infrared optics. I can also change it to the 1.25 times zoom optics. But I find that the infrared is pretty useful, especially when it's nighttime. So there's that. Now I think I've gone over some of that enough. I'm gonna see. There's a gunship, the Liberator. Wonder if I can get in it. Yep, sure can. Let's see if this guy will take me anywhere. No, he kicked me out. Okay. I think what I will do is grab a... Oh yeah. This is an engineer ability. I can use it too. Engineers can deploy these guns, which, unlike most games, the engineer type gets an automatic gun. This is just a gun emplacement. But it doesn't have ammo. It just has an overheat, as you can see down in the lower right-hand corner. So it overheats, and you can actually upgrade it to increase the amount of time it takes before it overheats, which is pretty cool. But it stays there forever. It won't go away until you make a new one or it's destroyed. Which, don't be fooled by the shield, because that really doesn't help you. Everybody still kills me pretty quickly. I was going to take a tank, but it looks like we're doing so well, the battlefront is actually way out there, so I think I'm going to grab a Reaver. And Reavers and Liberators are the gunships, along with the Galaxy class transports. They are generic aircraft that any faction can use. The Reaver is specific to my faction. Every faction has their own fighter, but the Liberator gunships and the Galaxy transports are for everyone. Just like everything else, you can change the appearance. You'll get decals and different paint jobs. You get a secondary weapon, which in this case is an afterburner, and then you can change the weapons and, of course, certifications. So let's go ahead and grab this. And every vehicle, you automatically start out in first-person cockpit mode. But if you press T, it takes you to this third-person mode, which I think for aircraft specifically makes it a heck of a lot easier to fly. Of course, it's not recommended for if you're flying a fighter because you can't really aim. See, I can barely tell where those bullets are going. It's a little difficult to fly. It's a lot like the Battlefield games, the jets and things. It's moving the mouse right and left makes it roll. Pulling the mouse back makes me dive, and pushing it forward makes me ascend. Pressing spacebar is just a straight up ascend, and then pressing control is what will make me descend. The one problem that I have is that when flying the map in the left hand corner, you can press H to make it bigger, but it doesn't really help. So you can't really tell where you're going unless you press M to bring up the big map. So see, I'm flying in a totally wrong direction here. So I'm gonna hold A to just do a turn here. I think that is where we're attacking up ahead. Yeah. So see, that dome up ahead is actually where that deploy section is, right here, or up here, the Alatum Biolab. Oh boy, I hear shooting. Ah, here we go. Looks like we have a squad pushing up right here. Let me switch to this mode. Oh, you know what? I'll go after that guy. Unlike most games, where vehicles usually have unlimited ammo, all vehicles in this game have limited ammo. So when you run out, which you probably never will, chances are you will die before you run out of ammo. If you run out, you have to find an air pad at one of your bases. Yeah, got it. Oh god. Oh god.